So a couple weeks ago, I was in the market for a new keyboard. I've been using this Corsair keyboard now for a couple of years, and it's done pretty good for me. Nothing's wrong with it. But the older I get, I've been trying to think about the ergonomics and about the long-term health of my wrist and my fingers. And as I've done a little research on these keyboards that could potentially help me, well, of course, I came across DT's one of DT's videos, and DT was talking about a couple of the keyboards that he uses, and it got me thinking really about, you know, potentially buying one of those keyboards. I picked up the ZSA Moonlander. Okay, I picked up this keyboard. I did purchase this keyboard myself. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. And today what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like a unboxing video. I've never done one of these unboxing videos. Typically, I don't do any kind of hardware specific videos, but I thought, you know what, this is a pretty cool product. And yeah, I just want to kind of share it with you guys. So this is the keyboard. Now, the only thing that I have done, I have not opened the box yet. Okay, I haven't done any typing tests. I haven't opened the box. I haven't done anything. The only thing that I have done to this package so far is I took, the FedEx name and stuff off the package, just for security purposes. Okay, but this is the package that you get from ZSA, and it's it's very, very small. I do like it so far, but I thought, let's go ahead and open this baby up. And then I'll tell you about the switches that I got and all of that, which is a whole nother subject. But yeah. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Okay, you get so in the box is completely empty. All right. We get the this is the tool to remove the switches and everything. So it has like a little clip thing on one side, and then it has a kind of a tweezer thing on the other one. So that's really cool. And your keyboard actually comes in this neoprene case. It's very, very soft to the touch. I do like that. And I can actually tell you that while the keyboard, it looks small on camera, it's actually pretty heavy. It's a pretty heavy package, which is a good thing because this keyboard was not cheap. It's very expensive. Okay, I think it was close to $400, which is insane for a keyboard. I know. All right, I already know because my bank account knows. But if it's gonna, if it's gonna help me long term, then it might be worth it, right? So go ahead and open this baby up. Okay, and what you get in here is you get the you get a USB A to USB-C, and then the other cable is a USB-C, looks like. Okay, so it's USB-C to USB-C with a USB-A extra connection. Okay, so and that looks like a pretty long cord right there. So this might be the cord what actually connects to your computer. Okay, and if we look at the neoprene case here, the way that they do this, since it is a split keyboard, they just split the sides. They kind of split the sides up, right? So let's go ahead and open this baby up. I do got a little bit of plastic I gotta deal with. So they do give you some extra caps. They give you a J, F, and it looks like an underscore cap. Okay. I know it's hard to tell because of the green screen. Um, Actually, let me fix that green screen real fast. Let me just go ahead and fix that for you because having a green screen on this type of video doesn't make sense. All right, I removed the green screen. This is behind the scenes of, what I do. Typically, what I do is I have the green screen up, and then you guys can't see behind here. I do have two cats, and they love to run back and forth. So the green screen does help on making actual videos, but for this type of video, I guess we don't even need it. So let's get back to the keyboard. So okay, so this. If you don't know what a split keyboard is, let me actually show you guys a picture of this, just in case that you don't know fully what the Moonlander actually looks like. And so this is the ZSA Moonlander, okay? So when I talk about split keyboards or anything, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You have your left pad, right? And then you have your right pad, okay? All right, so let's check out the other cluster. Okay, so this is one of the clusters. This looks like the right hand side cluster, and I got on my Moonlander. I got the Kale Copper. I think they're called the Kale Copper Speed switches. I don't know anything about switches. Okay, I know that the blue switches are the loudest switches. The red ones are typically a little quieter. That's the only thing I really know. I did a couple of sound tests before when I was doing my research on some of the switches, but it's really hard to fully know unless you know about switches and all that stuff, unless you played around with them. So let me. All right, not bad, not bad. They're not that loud. They're not loud. It's a little loud, a little little tacky, a little tacky. I can feel the tackiness now. All right. Yeah, I like that. I like that. All right. Yeah, yeah. That's that actually sounds all right. That's okay. So if you do notice though on these on this pad or this keyboard, okay, we have a little thing on the side here that we can raise and lower. All right. And then on the thumb cluster, you can raise and lower that as well. Okay? So it's just a aesthetic thing or to prop your hand up, that's pretty cool, right? That is pretty cool. Um oh yeah, and then we got the armrest right here. So this is the armrest. All right, so typically your arm is going to be like this, right? I like that. So this looks like this is the right hand side one. And typically, what you might want to do is use that red button right there, that big red button. That might be where you want your space to be, your space bar. So let's just open up the other side here. Okay. I think I'm done with the neoprene casing. What this connects the two sides together. Okay. Um, so with this keyboard, one cool thing about this keyboard is you don't have to use both sides if you don't want to. Like, let's say that you're playing a MMO game or you're playing a shooter game, and you only need that left-hand side, right? Because you typically only need that W, S, A, and D keys to kind of move, and you need some way to jump, and you need to control the crouch or whatever. You only need one side for it to be like activated, right? So that's pretty cool. I do like that. So this is the other. This is the WSA&D side. Okay. Oh, I do like that. I don't think it's any worse than my other keyboard. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And of course, you can do the same thing. You can raise, lower right there. And, you have your uh, armrest or your hand rest or whatever right there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, before we do anything, I'm going to pause the video. I need to clear off my desk. My desk is a mess. Okay. I have like 50 things on top of my desk. Another thing that we have to do for this keyboard, you have to flash it yourself. It does not come pre-flashed, okay? It doesn't. The cool thing about this keyboard is that you can totally customize this damn thing to your heart's content, meaning that you can customize the layout of where all the keys are, how you activate the keys, if you hold them down, if you bring them up. I mean, there's a lot that you can do with this keyboard, and there's a couple of tools. There's a couple of tools that you need to use in order to flash this thing, right? First off, we need to get into the layout. We have to download what's called a bin file, which is pretty much like it's going to be your firmware, and then we have to use a tool called Wally to flash the actual keyboard before it's activated, essentially. Okay, but I'm going to show you guys how to do all of that. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me clear off this desk. All right, now that we have the keyboard all hooked up here, we need to figure out how to actually flash this. And I think what we need is we need something called I think it's called Oryx or Oryx yeah, Oryx or Orcs. Start configuring your board. Okay. How do we do this here? Guess we go to the top here. Okay. There is a configuration thing that launched. Okay. This is the default. Okay. So this right here is the default the default setup for this keyboard. What I'm going to do just for this video is I'm going to keep it as the default. Now, I will be changing this, of course, to tailor it to my needs and all of that. But just to kind of keep this video a little bit more simple, I'm just going to download the layout, and then I'm going to show you guys how to actually flash it. Okay. So we can modify the layout. We can play the layout tour and all that stuff, or we can download this layout. So we're going to download it. Okay. And we get this bin file. You see this bin file up here? All right. So we have to use a program called Wally, WALLY, to flash that bin file onto here. Okay. And I do apologize about this. Let me change that again. Sorry, I have 2 keyboards hooked up right here, and I'm having to like stretch my hands to hit my other keyboard in order to get this stuff kind of going. So we go to downloads. We can do Wally. You can see I already have it installed. Wally CLI, and then it should be just the bin file. Press the button on your keyboard. Press the reset button. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there is a reset button on the keyboard. I gotta find it, because that's how you flash it. I do see the reset button. How the hell am I gonna hit that? Give me a few seconds here, guys. I do apologize. Let me cancel this. All right. I need to find. I forgot about this. You need to have like a needle or like a small bobby pin or something, because there is a small hole. There is a tiny hole on top of the keyboard, and you need to be able to hit that. That's a reset button. Okay, that's how you would factory reset the keyboard. And I don't have anything that small, so I need to check my wife's stuff in order to find something. Okay, I found something pretty tiny here. Let me see if this will actually work. If not, then I'm gonna have to continue looking. But I think this might work. There it goes. See it? Enjoy the new firmware. That's cool. And like I said, this is going to take me a long time to kind of get used to here. All right, so switched layers. Okay. I'm learning, guys. So if you don't know, one of the cool things about this keyboard is it has a layering system. Okay, so you hit a button, you can go to a different layer, and then it takes those buttons and it turns them into something else, right? And it has that. See, that delete key, I can already tell you right now, that delete key is not good, Bob. Not good. The okay. I'm what's enter? I'm gonna have to play around. I do want to thank you guys for watching. This has been pretty cool. Yeah, and I'll keep you guys informed on how the new keyboard is doing and everything. Wish me luck. I've been told by several different people that have this sort of keyboard that it takes time. Like, it's going to take me a long time in order to to relearn how to type and all that stuff. So I'm sure I'm sure that's going to be pretty fun, and that's going to be like a chore. What I don't know though is I'm going to get on the ZSA website again, I guess, and I'm going to look at how they have some of this, how they have some of this stuff set up. All right, but thanks for watching. You guys take care, be safe, peace. Bye, guys.